Everyone, welcome back to episode 17. Benji, look what she did to you. She scolded Jungkook, pointing at his swollen cheek. Jungkook softly, it's fine. His mom had feeling conflicted. He just stood up for his mother for the first time, and through a part of him felt guilty, another part of him felt free. Benji sighed before. Another part of him felt free. Minji sighed before pinching his waist, making him wince. Minji, go back to your room. I will get you a nice pack. Jungkook, but I was supposed to get a snack and he will see this. He pointed at his cheeks. Angie rolling her eyes, then tell him everything. If you love him, be honest. That's how relationship work. Jungkook clenches softly. What are you, a fairy grandmother? Still smiling, he made his way to his room. Jungkook returned to his room. Upon opening the door, he saw Taehyung gently placing baby Ball in crib near the window. The baby was finally asleep. Taehyung, you're back. Taehyung smiled, but his smile faded when he noticed Jungkook's swollen cheeks. He quickly walked over, cupping Jungkook's face with concern. Hey, what happened here? He asked, his brows frowned. Jungkook looked down, avoiding eye contact. Jungkook mom, he muttered, his voice barely audible. Taehyung. Taehyung repeated, confused. Jungkook rested his head on Taehyung's shoulder, his voice trembling. Jungkook, she was here. Taehyung wrapped his arm around Jungkook, holding him close. Taehyung, what happened? Tell me, he said softly, his voice filled with worry. Jungkook, she is not accepting the fact that Minji and I divorced. Jungkook mumbled, his voice muffled against Taehyung's shoulder. Taehyung's heart sank. He didn't know what to say. He knew that his presence in Jungkook's life had played a part in the divorce. He held Jungkook tighter, trying to offer comfort. Jungkook, but everything is alright now. She wouldn't bother us anymore. Jungkook said, his voice a little stronger as he wrapped his arm around Taehyung's waist. Taehyung smiled faintly, gently rubbing Jungkook's back. Taehyung, you did well, he said softly. Come on, let me see your cheek. He added, trying to pull away to get a better look, but Jungkook clung to him, refusing to let go. Jungkook, no, stay, he whispered, his voice pleading. Taehyung sighed, a small clench escaped his lips. Taehyung, all right, but let's sit on the bed at least, he said gently, guiding Jungkook towards the bed. Jungkook reluctantly followed, still holding on to Taehyung as they sat down. Finally, he pulled back slightly, but his arms remained around Taehyung's waist. Taehyung cupped Jungkook's face, his eyes filled with concern as he examined the swelling. Taehyung, your cheeks are really swollen, he remarked, gently brushing his fingers over the tender skin. Jungkook up. Jungkook faked beneath, exaggerating the pain. Taehyung immediately pulled his hand back, his face filled with worry. Taehyung, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you, he said quickly. Jungkook, it's okay. Jungkook said, a small smile playing on his lips. I don't need an ice pack or anything. Taehyung, then what do you need? Taehyung asked, his brows furrowing in confusion. Jungkook looked at him with puppy eyes, pouting slightly. Jungkook, a kiss will said, trying to hide his mouth. Taehyung's cheeks turned red as he looked away for a moment, flustered. Taehyung, but Jungkook cut him off from another veneer. His eyes wide and pleading. Taehyung sighed, giving in to Jungkook's antics. He leaned in, intending to kiss Jungkook's cheeks, but Jungkook quickly turned his turned his head, their lips meeting. Instant, Taehyung pulled back, his face flushed. Taehyung, you tricked me, he said, sulking. Jungkook clenched his eyes, sparkling with mischief. Jungkook, you are so cute, he said, pulling Taehyung closer again, but it still hurts. I need another kiss. He parted his time, this time pointing to his lips. Taehyung's face turned even redder, but he couldn't resist Jungkook's playful smile. He cupped Jungkook's cheeks and leaned in. Their lips meeting in a soft, tender kiss. Jungkook sighed contentedly, his hand moving to the back of Taehyung's neck as he deepened the kiss. Taehyung's heart raced, his arms indicatively wrapped around Jungkook's shoulder. The kiss grew more passionate, their emotion pouring into each other. When they finally pulled away, both were breathless, their foreheads resting against each other. Jungkook, I love you, Jungkook whispered, his voice filled with sincerity. Taehyung, I love you too, Taehyung replied, his voice trembling and with emotion. They sat there for a moment holding each other close, the weight of the day slowly fading away. Outside the room, Minji stood with an ice pack in her hands. Having overheard their conversation, she smiled softly, shaking her head. Minji, I guess he doesn't need this anymore, she said with herself, tucking the ice pack under her arms. She glanced at the closed door, a small smile escaping her lips. I hope they don't wake up, baby girl, she added, walking away with it. Inside the room, Jungkook and Taehyung remained wrapped in each other's arms, sleeping peacefully after their heated love-making. Taehyung was the first one to wake up, thankfully. Baby girl had slept peacefully and didn't wake up during their earlier moments. The moon was already high in the sky, casting a soft glow through the window. Taehyung opened his eyes, remembering he needed to check on the baby as he sat up. A sharp pain shot through his back, making him wince. He rubbed his back gently, recalling the events of the afternoon. It had been his first time and Jungkook had been intense. Taehyung bit his lips and slowly stood up, careful not to make too much noise. He walked over to the crib and peeked inside. Baby girl was sleeping soundly, his tiny chest rising and falling gently. Taehyung smiled softly, feeling a wave of relief and love. He quietly picked up the scattered clothes from the floor and placed them in the laundry basket. After grabbing a towel, he took a quick shower to freshen up. Once he was done, he stood in front of the closet wondering what to wear. He couldn't go back to his room without clothes, so he decided to borrow something from Jungkook's clothes. He pulled out a simple shirt and a pair of shorts, holding them up. For a moment he couldn't help but smile as he caught a faint accent of Jungkook's cologne on the fabric. He always smells so good, Taehyung whispered to himself, giggling softly. As he put them on, he returned to the crib and gently picked up baby girl, who had just started to stray. Oh, look at you, my little one, Taekook, holding his hand, his baby close girl, blinking up at him and gave a tiny smile, making Taehyung's heart melt. He sat down on the bed, cuddling the baby in his arms. Since the shirt was loosened, he adjusted it slightly to fit girl, who hungrily there. Slow down, sweetheart, Taehyung clenched, rocking him gently there. As he fed the baby, a sudden thought crossed his mind. He hadn't checked in with Jimin and Minho. Since everything had happened, he quickly grabbed his phone with his free hand, dialing both of them into a conference call. They answered almost immediately. Taehyung, Jimin, Taehyung, why? Where have you been? We have been so worried. Minho, yeah. We thought something terrible happened to you. Taehyung laughed softly, trying to calm them down. Taehyung, hey, relax, I'm fine, okay, everything has been sorted out. Jimin, sorted out? What does that mean? Even mean? 1 minute you are confessing your feelings and the next you are gone, Minho. And then we hear it was Jungkook and his ex-wife who took you. What's going on there? Taehyung sighed, adjusting the baby in his arm. Taehyung, it's not as dramatic as sounds. They didn't deny me. We just talked and figured things out. No, wait. Jungkook was your boss, right? What's the deal now? Taehyung hesitated for a moment, then smiled. Taehyung, well, let's just say he feels the same way about me. It's a long story, but we are together now. Jimin, what about his ex-wife? Isn't that complicated? Then they were in an arranged marriage. It wasn't real love. They have been separated for a while now. Wow, that's a lot to take in. Before Taehyung could say anymore, he felt Jungkook stood beside him. Jungkook gone softly, his arm wrapped around Taehyung's waist. Jungkook, hey, who are you talking to? Taehyung chase turned pink as he looked down at Jungkook, who was still half asleep. Taehyung, it's just Jimin and Minho. They are worried about me. Jungkook smiled sleepily and reached for his phone. Jungkook, let me talk to them. Taehyung hesitated but handed over the phone. Jungkook's voice was calm and confident. Jungkook, hi, this is Jungkook, Taehyung's future husband. There was a stunned silence on the other end. Jimin, hi, Mr. Jian, I'm Jimin, Taehyung's friend Minho, and I am Minho. Nice to meet you, Jungkook. Nice to meet you both. Jungkook, nice to meet you both. Thanks for taking care of Taehyung all the time. I would appreciate it if you could keep this between us for now. We are planning to make it official soon, and you are both invited to the wedding. Taehyung's face turned bright red as he listened. He couldn't believe how straightforward Jungkook was being. Jungkook just clenched and headed phone back to Taehyung. Jungkook, they are good people. I like them. Taehyung, sorry about that. He is a lot sometimes. Jimin, Taehyung, you are sure you are okay with this? It's so sudden. Taehyung, I'm happy, Jimin. Really happy. I will explain everything later, okay? Before they could respond, Jungkook leaned in and kissed Taehyung's shoulder, making him scream in surprise. Taehyung, I'll call you later. He stammered, quickly ending the call. Jungkook, you are so cute when you are flustered. Jungkook teased, pulling Taehyung closer. Taehyung tried to push him away playfully, but Jungkook held him tight. Taehyung, stop it. What if someone sees us? Jungkook, let them see. I am not hiding how much I love you. Then the door opened and Minji walked in carrying a tray of tea. Minji, hey lovebirds, it's getting late. You should probably get up. Young's face turned red again as he tried to sit up straight. Taehyung, Minji, you scared me. Minji relaxed. Taehyung, I'm happy for you too, but you should probably talk to your mom about all this soon. Jungkook, we will. Thanks, Minji. Minji smiled, walked over to the crib, gently picking up baby View. Minji, he is such a good baby, sleeps so soundly. Taehyung watched her, feeling a sense of peace. He looked at Jungkook, who was still holding him close, and smiled. Taehyung, I think everything going to be okay. Jungkook, it will be as long as we are together. The two shared a quick moment, knowing that despite the challenges they had each other, and that was enough. Time escaped. Taehyung leaned over and kissed Jungkook gently on the forehead. A rising sign, he whispered softly. Jungkook stirred. His eyes still closed, with a small smile formed on his lips. Jackie, good morning. He mumbled, his voice heavy with sleep. Taehyung clenched, shaking his head. Come on, sleephead. Time to wake up, he said, his voice warm and teasing. He was holding his baby girl in his arms, gently rocking him as he moved around the room. Jungkook pouted, his arms stretched out towards Taehyung. JK, hold me. Taehyung laughed, adjusting baby girl in his arms. Sorry, but my baby got here first, he said, nodding towards Bill, who was happily drinking his morning meal. Jungkook's eyes fluttered open, and he frowned when he saw baby Bill in Taehyung's arm. Jackie, why does our baby one get to be held first every morning? He complained, his voice playful but with a hint of more. Jungkook smiled, wiggling his eyebrows at Taehyung. JK, then I will hold you to that, he said, winking as he got out of the bed and stood beside Taehyung. He looked down at Bill, who was still drinking his milk. He pouted. JK, you sneaky little one, he said, pretending to scold the baby. Bill pushed for a moment, looking up at Jungkook with an innocent smile before going back to his milk. Taehyung laughed. JK, see, he is mocking you, he teased. Jungkook smiled, wiggling his eyebrows at Taehyung. JK, then I will hold you to that, he said, winking as he got out of the bed and stood beside Taehyung. He looked down at Bill, who was still drinking his milk, and pouted. JK, you sneaky little one, he said, pretending to scold the baby. Bill paused for a moment, looking up at Jungkook with an innocent smile before going back to his milk. Taehyung laughed. See, he is mocking you, he teased. Jungkook rolled his eyes but couldn't help laughing too. JK, whatever, he can't have you forever, you know. You are mine, he said, leaning in to kiss Taehyung. Good morning, honey, he added, his voice warm and affectionate. Taehyung's face turned bright red as he looked away, flushed. Jungkook clenched, cupping Taehyung's face in his hands and giving him a quick peek on his lips. That's a better morning appetizer, he said with a smirk. Okay, come on, honey, I will make breakfast. Jungkook called from the doorway. Taehyung snapped out of his daze and followed Jungkook out of the room, his head lowered to hide his flushed face. Jungkook laughed softly, wrapping an arm around Taehyung's waist. They walked to the kitchen, careful not to disturb Bill, who was still in Taehyung's arm. To continue. So everyone, two more episodes left, and this story is going to end. I hope you will love it. Also, I'm going to start a new story that is going to be a hate love story. I hope you will enjoy that too. See you again. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.